All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. So yeah, today we're just really going to go through the 4 opportunities that we've already shared in the group and just kind of, just go over each one of them, their general niche, I guess, and start to pick or just start to compare them a little bit and kind of pick, which ones are good for, depending on what you're looking for type of thing, right? Especially if anybody's having any, not sure what they want to join or if they want to join or what it is, right? So that's really what we're going to do today. So I've kind of broken this down into, I'm going to start with just kind of the general niches, kind of compare them a little bit, and then kind of work our way down. And then in the product base, we'll kind of compare them a little bit. And then the investment side, we'll compare them a little bit. And then we'll just kind of sum it all up and then open it up for questions. So in general, what we have is 2 product-based businesses and 2 investment type businesses, we'll call them. And, you look at the 2 of those, product-based and investment-based. The investment is going to be higher risk, higher reward, usually faster results. You can usually, potentially earn really big in a year or less. And then the product-based are usually, a lot less risk, take a lot longer to build. It's a little bit tougher on social media, I find, for product-based businesses, because so many people are always peddling products and stuff like that. And but they do have a long-term stability and a long-term sustainability, right? So it's why it's kind of nice to have a mixture and not just rely on one business model. Obviously you can see what kind of happened with CFX when things did kind of go south a little bit and we haven't been getting paid. You're not going to probably run into that with a product based. So if we had been building 2 all along, we would have had one to fall back on and just kind of continue going, right? And it would have been a lot more stable. So like I said, ideally you probably really want to have one of each type or something like that. And of course there are other niches, and we probably will be running into some more as we continue doing opportunities here. But talking about the product based a little bit, so we do have 2 that we have shared here. One of them is called Live Good. The other one was called HB Naturals, which is Heart and Body Naturals. Just to kind of compare them a little bit. So when I look at Live Good, their business model is really cool. It really is. It's the whole idea of not paying high priced for products, but instead paying a membership fee, which is really neat, because you actually get the products for really, really cheap, very inexpensive. So that business model is very accepted in society today. The Costco's, the Amazon's, all these Netflix, all these different subscription-based businesses, everybody's doing it, right? So by doing that, getting access to very cheap or inexpensive health products right now, and what they're planning to do is they're planning to expand, and they're planning to have hundreds of products, and we're just getting in early. So that's really cool. That's what's really cool about it right now, right? The fact that we're getting in early when this does take off, and when they do have hundreds of products, the model that they do is a bit more of a matrix than anything. So we could really be at the top of that matrix pretty quick, which is really good about that. That's really why we introduced that one. Like right now, in my opinion, their products are a little bit on the weak side. I think there's only 16, maybe 17 products now. And, it's like I said, we'd be early on this. Kind of, it's like the carrot out there that if you get in now, when they do have hundreds of products, it could really take off, and we could be really looking good. Now, HB Naturals, on the other side of things, it's all about the product in that one, in my opinion. They have very unique products, very good products, very holistic health, plant-based, nature-based type products. I look at anybody that has any health condition at all, maybe is on medication, pharmaceuticals, different things like that, and they don't want to be. That's really where you'd probably love these products, because they really help with that type of stuff, right? gets you off of all of the different pharmaceuticals and medication that you're on. I'm not making health claims by any means, but I'm just saying, the people that are giving testimonials, that's the kind of testimonials you're seeing nonstop. And, I'm always careful on that type of thing. I don't want anything to sound like it's a magic bullet, and we should never advertise it as a magic bullet that, take this and it's going to fix everything for you. I always look at things that it's it's part of, a healthy lifestyle. So having a couple of good health products and, good water, good food, good everything like that makes a big difference. And it's, the cool thing is when you take something, if you do have a health issue and you take a product and it does help you, you have a testimonial. And when you share that testimonial, especially on places like Facebook and Instagram and all those types of places, like, you'd be surprised how fast your business can explode, because people that know you and know you have that, that health condition or whatever it was, really allows you to build it fast in that case. So when I look at Live Good and when I look at HB Naturals, I think it really depends on where you are personally. If your whole thinking is, I want to get into one of those two businesses just for the business model and which one makes the most sense and which one will make me the most money, then I would probably choose Live Good. If you're saying, I want to get into this because I want to improve my health, then I would choose HB Naturals. So that's kind of my take on those two. So when we move into the investment style, we've got Verse Network and we've got Daisy. So Verse, one of the things I really like, a couple of things I really like about Verse is it's really simple. It's actually even probably more simple than CFX was. Even the novice would be able to build this one. You can upgrade really fast and really easy. It makes the compounding very fast. So the potential for quick growth is very massive there. Easy to share, I think. And where it hurts a little bit is I think that one's going to be a risky one, riskier of the two for sure. Because it is so similar to CFX, and they actually even have a similar goals and plans, moving forward for the next 2 years that were very similar to when CFX first started. CFX was like, we're going to do this model, but we've got phase 2 coming, and phase 2 is going to be copy trading. It's going to look completely different. Well, this one's kind of doing the same thing. It's like, we're following this model to start with. We want to kind of build up a solid base, and then we want to move to a model that is, I can't remember the name they use for it, but it's they want to basically align users, Forex traders, with actual professional traders, where you basically copy their trades. The company makes a little kickback. The person, the copy trader, sorry, let me just say that right. The professional trader makes a kickback, and then you make your percentage. So whatever that might be. So that's not much different than what P2C is shooting to be, except it is aligning you with actual trader, a live trader, not necessarily a bot, right? So they do have, like I said, they do have a cool model, a lot of good things about it. But if they don't execute that game plan that they have, that 2-year game plan, then we could find ourselves in a similar position as we are with CFX, where suddenly regulations or whatever is happening, and maybe we can't get our money out or something like that, right? So that's always the risk with something like this, no matter what. Now, Daisy, on the other hand, is, I would say, a lot more complex. And some of the novices would probably struggle with that one, that people that don't deal with this all the time, because it does use a decentralized wallet. You got to connect your decentralized wallet there. There is no KYC, there is no registration. You don't use your name, nothing like that. It seems like it would be a little bit slower to build. So one of the cool things with Verse is that every time you earn $50, you can actually buy a new $50 pack. And now you're compounding every $50. Whereas Daisy, to go up to the next tier or to unlock, what do they call those, momentum packs, it's usually pretty big numbers. So you'd actually have to save up your money for quite a while before you can take it to the next tier or anything like that. So it's going to be a little bit slower build. But, you know, on the flip side is, because it's crowdfunding, they're not, you know, it's not considered an investment. It is crowdfunding. They are testing this AI. They are working on it. It's getting better all the time. It's a model that, you know, might slip through all of the regulatory problems. And the fact that it's also a decentralized wallet, there is no name on it, there's no country, there's no nothing, you know, that's really going to help with the regulatory also. So that one I could see being around a lot longer and getting through any regulatory problems. So just to kind of maybe sum up on those ones, you know, Verse has a higher risk and faster rewards. You know, I'm saying we're going to want to be smart with Verse and take our money out at some point. Everybody should be. That should be part of everybody's game plan. But I don't see that one, like I don't see that one crashing and burning in 3 months. I see that one that in 2 years they could get into trouble if they don't fulfill their game plan, is really what I see. Verse has some really great momentum going right now, which is cool. But Daisy will be slower, but I think it'll be a continuous growth. And if they fulfill their, you know, kind of their, let's call it their promise right now, that the AI has improved, that one could gain some excitement, and people could get really want to be on board with that if they start, you know, pumping out 5% a week and greater, right? So, what else did I say?
Brian, what is the return on Verse right now? Do you know?
Just on trading alone, it's about 0.5% per day. So if you really want to do the math on that, it's going to take 200 days to basically double your money.
Okay.
Which is, you know, 5 days a week is getting close to a year.
Okay.
So
that's a long time.
It is, yeah. The team building seems pretty solid on that, but so does it on Daisy.
Okay.
So team building.
So here's my thing. For me, it's passive income. For me, it's I don't want to build a team. I work full time. It's not what I want to do. I want to just get passive income. What is your recommendation for the easiest one to do?
Well, Verse is easy. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing, is it's going to be nice and simple. Like people can get signed up in no time.
Right.
So it does make it easy to share it also if you do, you know, even if it's only with 1 or 2 people type of thing. When you start to have results, you tend to share things, right?
Yeah, of course.
You know, whereas Daisy is, because it's a little bit on the complex side, if you don't understand cryptocurrency well,
it's hard to get people involved. Yeah. But what is so for Verse you can get in at $50. For Daisy, what's the minimum in?
About 260 with fees. So,
okay.
And that's US dollars, of course.
Right.
So just to wrap up this last couple of things, and then we'll open it up to Q&A here. You know, what we're going to probably see over time is, you know, Verse, similar to CFX, the trading percentage might go down.
Right.
The cool thing about Daisy is what we're seeing is the trading percentage is actually going up because they keep improving their AI. So which is just a nice change. So if I were, you know, a novice looking to pick a business here, I would probably choose Verse and Live Good, you know, one of each to kind of balance it out, a higher risk with a lower risk. You know, if it was all about trying to build to create some cash flow and get some money rolling, and in timing in that money too. You know, if I have the health issues, then I would either add HBN or choose HBN instead, HB Naturals. If I were savvy with the crypto, you know, then I would probably add Daisy. I don't know if I would substitute it for sure, maybe. One thing I like about Verse is I think Verse will be a lot faster.
But lower percentage in terms of payback, that'll take longer. I mean, if you're saying 0.5% a day and it's going to take you 200 days to make your money back, that's a long time.
That is a long time, yeah. When you look at Daisy, the one nice thing about Daisy, so versus similar to CFX, where you buy a package and the package doesn't expire at a certain point, and then you have to purchase a new package.
Right.
One nice thing about Daisy is the money that's in there is the money that's in there forever.
Okay.
You don't have a package. It'll earn for 20 years if that's the case, right? And as you start compounding it in different things, so you never hit a cap to earnings, it just keeps earning.
Okay.
What are the average earnings for Daisy? Did you mention that already?
So they just brought out the new AI here as of July 1st. They just brought out an announcement yesterday. It said they still were in trades and they're now out of the trades. So what they're hoping to achieve is 5% per week. They said when they back tested it over the last 5 years, that's what it averaged. So average over 5 years. So there was weeks that were probably 10%, and there was probably weeks that were 2%, right?
So if you were going to recommend us to get in on Verse or Daisy, and I know it's obviously up to what kind of income we have, but like I have no idea like how much I should put in, and obviously it's a risk to reward, but I mean, if you're putting in, you know, only like $50, you're not going to make anything. If you're going to double your money in 200 days, you're talking about you're going to make $100. So I mean, are you talking about like we should be considering 1,000 or 5,000, or I mean, I obviously it's up to us, but
yeah,
I kind of need some guidelines. What do people think about it?
So I guess just to give it a couple different perspectives on that. Number one, the earlier you are in a play, the riskier it is, right? So at this point, sometimes it makes sense to go in a little bit lower, right?
Right.
Now, just to kind of flip that a little bit for something else to think about is if it's going to take 200 days to basically double your money and get your money out, so to speak,
right.
You know, 10,000 versus $50, I guess, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what, it's going to take that long to get it out. So should I go higher or should I go lower? You know, when I look at risk, I also look at time, and 200 days is a long time.
Yeah.
You know, so you're probably looking at 300 days calendar, which is, like I said, almost a year.
But it was, I mean, going into CFX, we knew that it was a 2-year in. I mean, we kind of knew that.
When we were originally talking about CFX, we were talking about a 3 to 4 month to get your money back. So this is
okay. I mean, so when you guys got in earlier, but when I got in with Becky and all that, it was kind of like, you know, to really like max out and get to the 100K and then be able to put it back in and get it out again. It was 2 years for us. So, and we were willing to do it for that kind of money.
Well, when you got in there, we were at a lot higher percentages. We were averaging probably 5% a week.
Yeah, more than
now
that.
We're at 1%.
5 to 7. Right. Now it's different. Yeah, no, we were averaging 5 to 7% a week.
Yeah. So 5% a week is a lot better than, you know, 0.2 or 2.5% a week, which is what we get at Verse. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, it might make sense to put a little bit in Verse, and I mean, in Daisy, how long to get your money back in Daisy, approximately?
Oh, that one, I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that one. I haven't been in long enough. I haven't really seen massive earnings in it yet. The percentages have been relatively low. Like I said, it's been kind of the carrot dangled here with this new AI that they're rolling out. So the AI, so just so you understand that one, it does have,
it's a bot, right?
Crypto trading. Well, it's AI. It's a little bit different, but same idea.
Okay.
They have a crypto trading and they have a Forex trading. So you can put it in the crypto trading is the one that the new AI is being rolled out on as of July 1st here. The Forex trading, they're planning to roll that out. I think they said 2 weeks to a month after they see this one operating stable, so to speak.
Okay. So can you choose to put some on each side?
Yes.
Can you say I want? Okay. So you can do FX. I mean, because crypto is riskier than FX. FX is, you know, you're going to get something. It may be lower percent, but crypto is riskier. It can fall through easily. We saw that. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
They do have minus days. I have witnessed minus days.
okay, all right.
All right. What about anybody else?
Getting
Right.
to the topic of not wanting to build a team, Carol,
Yeah.
one of the features of the Live Good program,
Mhm.
it's products. And I had said, I'm not ever going to get back into product sales. Okay.
Right.
I just didn't want to do that at all. And building teams is not all that fun sometimes or all that easy. And
Well,
especially
it
when
takes
you
a lot of
work.
time, right? And I
Yeah,
work
especially when
full-time.
you work.
Yeah.
But
right.
one of the features that Live Good has is that just by me being a member of the wholesale membership club,
Mhm.
it's a wholesale membership club for
Mhm.
$9.95 a month.
Okay.
Basically, just like you're joining Prime or
Right.
Amazon or whatever, any of those wholesale membership clubs, Costco and stuff. But just for being a member, whether you ever build a team or ever even share Live Good with anyone at all, and even if you never buy a product,
Mhm.
even though their products are wholesale prices, but just for being a member at that $9.95 a month, you get put into their matrix. And it's a 2x2 matrix, which is a narrow matrix, which is good because it builds down further, more quickly.
Okay.
And you earn from the membership that everyone pays. And the reason so many people are joining Live Good, and it's just growing exponentially fast, it's only 6 months old and they've got like 450,000 members already,
Wow.
is because of the low cost of the membership. And the whole idea is that members only, even if you never recruit another person in your life or never buy a product, you're getting paid off of the membership, only 25 cents a person. But that grows exponentially in a matrix type of thing. Ryan, you had calculated how many people in that 2x2, 15 levels deep, how many people that comes to. But anyhow, over a period of time, just a member only who never buys a product, who never does anything but pays that $9.95 a month. And I paid mine for the full year, and you save 2 months.
Okay.
$20. So I paid $139.95, and then I don't have to worry about it for a full year, but you get paid monthly on the matrix. And eventually the way it works out, just up to when they have it, $2,047.50 per month.
Really?
Doing nothing, not recruiting, not doing anything. Now, granted, that probably will take, a couple, 2-3 years or whatever, but the girl that did our talk on Live Good, of course, she got busy and got to telling people. And so she's earning also.
Yeah.
She's earning off of that way too, but people are signing up for it. And
Okay.
she's earning like 16,000 to 18,000 a month in
Oh my
only
goodness.
six months.
Wow.
But
Okay.
obviously the disclaimer that we
Right.
all have to say about products or passive income or any of it is,
Who knows?
past
Right. There's
results
no
do not guarantee future
There's no
results, and
guarantee.
it all
Yeah, but
depends
for
on
10
you.
bucks a month, who cares?
$10 a month, you can
Who cares?
earn up to $2,047.50 a month just by being a member and sticking with it. A lot of people, maybe
Right.
they quit paying that monthly or they get dropped out of the matrix. So you
Right.
have to continue paying that monthly. But
Okay.
when you figure it's $139.50 a year, I figure that that's a pretty low risk to be in there for 3 or 4 or 5 years,
Right.
whatever, and end up making that passive income by just being a member.
Okay.
So in a way, it is a passive income opportunity, but the
Good to
products
know.
are awesome too. But
Okay.
I just had to put
All right.
a
Good to
for
know.
that
That's
because
good to
you can
understand.
actually earn passively.
Okay.
And
Good to know.
it,
But
it's
all
The cool thing with Live Good there is that you don't actually have to order product if you don't want to. You could just pay
Right.
the membership.
No, you don't.
You know what I mean? Like if you don't order a product 1 month, it makes no difference. They don't care.
So if you order product, do you
Right, there's
get
no-
more, do you get more income from people?
No, you just get saved.
No. You save because they're wholesale prices,
Okay.
and the product, some of the product sales goes into a pool for the diamond pool, bonus pools for some of the
Okay.
members who are
At a
building
higher
teams
level,
and
matrix,
stuff.
yeah, okay.
But you don't have to ever sign anyone up. I just tell people about it because I think they're awesome products, and it's an awesome opportunity for the little man, for the
Okay.
little person who can't afford
Right.
auto ships. This doesn't require auto ships. It doesn't require team building, doesn't require anything but that
Okay.
$9.95 a month. And if
Good
you
to
look
know.
at it on a yearly
Yeah.
basis, $139.50,
Okay.
that's pretty low
Tina.
buy-in for something. And
Tina,
give it
you
a
made
try
a
for
great
3 or
you
4
made a
years.
great point there, Tina. And
Uh-huh.
not only is Live Good a matrix, but so is Daisy. So when you think of matrices, the way that matrices work is that it can grow without you actually doing anything. Now,
Right.
the matrix in Daisy is limited a little bit because you have to earn to different levels. But when you look at Verse, that one is actually all a uni level. So if you never invited a single person, you would never have the ability to earn anything off of anybody else because there is no matrix there. So,
Okay.
so in that case, Daisy might actually be a better fit for you, even though it is more complex.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I mean, to me, maybe it's like you try 2 or 3 and you see, do it for a couple of months and see what happens, you know? I mean, that's how we did everything else, and some of it worked out and some of it didn't, right? It's the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Live Good because it is so simple. And even if someone has never been in an MLM at all, never
Yeah.
done that at all, it's just, it's simple is good for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
me too.
and it's a membership, and people can understand that. People know what that is.
Exactly. Now, right now, there's not very many products in it, but I mean, I think everybody should be taking D3. So
Right.
just get it there. But what I'm looking forward to, they're going to have household products. I don't really know what that is exactly, but I'm always looking for healthy products to clean with.
Yeah.
And, and things of that nature. So that would be a good reason to be a member of that, but you don't have to buy anything. So that's
Okay.
really, I like the simplicity of all of that for sure.
And the products are very inexpensive. They really
Good.
are.
Well,
Like-
good. People care about that.
Yeah. Yeah. They have multivitamin for $9. They've got a protein powder for $22. Like, yeah, they have very inexpensive products.
Okay, good to know.
Is that for Canada and US? Like, can you?
It's global. Yes.
It is paid in US dollars, so it will be a little bit more expensive for us, but
Okay.
yeah, the one thing, just seeing we've been talking about Live Good here a little bit, like how I described it earlier is, they've got that carrot kind of dangled that there's going to be a lot of good products coming. And I know they're rolling out a bunch in July. They've actually already announced some of them. And I think the household products were by the end of this year is what they were shooting for. And, when they have more and more products, more and more people will come in after the fact, right? So that was why we kind of, myself, Tina, a couple other people, we've jumped in and taken a position as early as possible, because we're sitting there going, at some point there is going to be a
Right.
lot of
A rush.
people coming in. Maybe it's just
So get
product or-
in now. Yeah.
right, that triggers that, or maybe it's multiple, maybe it takes 20 more products that triggers that, right? So it definitely does make sense to get in early on that one and then
Right.
let it build below you. And then
So
obviously, sharing
question,
it.
Ryan, on getting in, is it like, are you gonna share links with us? Like, is Becky gonna give me a link because I was under her before? I mean, like, how's that gonna work?
Yeah, the same as everything else in
Okay,
Financial Mastery Alliance. We are following the lines of sponsorship that
Okay.
we join the group with and or CFX with. Okay.
okay. And
So
remind me again, so if I wanted to get in something that Becky wasn't in, like who do I go? Who's above Becky?
well, I am, but
Okay.
Becky is in all of them already.
Oh, okay, then I'm good. Okay, then it doesn't matter.
So am
Okay.
I.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so your direct upline was
It
Marcia.
was Denise. Well, it was Marcia and then
And then
Denise and then
Denise.
Becky. Yeah,
So, obviously we want to talk to them first too, right?
yeah,
You wanna
yeah, I
talk to
will.
Marcia and you want to say, hey, I have interest in this one. I think you should do it first and I would sign up under you, and
Yeah.
then Marcia can talk to Denise and Denise can talk to Becky, right? That would be the
Right.
normal way we'd go.
Yeah, if they want to. I don't know if they're there yet.
Yeah, and if they say they don't want to and they have no interest,
Then I go directly to Becky.
Yeah.
Okay.
and maybe they come around after and they join under you. So that's fine too. You guys can work that out. You guys are there you go. Now you built a team that you weren't thinking about.
There you
Yeah.
go. And,
Well,
and
they all made money off of me all that time because I mean we weren't allowed to put anybody under us. I never had anybody under me. So every time I upgraded, they all made money.
Yeah,
Right?
that's right. Your turn.
Right? So it's like, yeah, they can own me. They can own me.
And Tina and Ryan, do I understand correctly when like for Live Good, the matrix, if you don't do anything, it's $2,000 and some dollars a month eventually. And if you do bring in one person, does that double?
No. So
If
the
you
way
bring
it
in
is
two,
Two people.
So without inviting a single person, a 2 by 15, what does it go down 12 levels deep, I think, Tina, that's unlocked with nobody invited. You have to invite 2 or 3 people and then you unlock the next level, the next level, the next level.
Okay.
So that's how much is unlocked without inviting a single person.
Okay. But if you do invite a couple people, then you will unlock more and you get
You
more.
can unlock a level below that.
Just, yeah. Got
Because
it.
if you unlock all 15 levels, it's $16,000 a month you can earn at 25 cents a person.
That's amazing.
But matrices do take a long time to grow. But if you had the nice thing about a 2 by 15 is all everybody in that matrix needs to do is invite 2 people. That's
Right.
it.
Right.
Every single person invite 2 people and it completely fills up.
Wow. Okay.
It grows a lot faster than 3 by 15, which we were used to in CFX. Go ahead there, Marie.
Right.
Do we have a rough idea how many members are in Good Life?
about 450,000 right now. It's 6 months old.
Okay, thanks.
It's brand new. Yeah, it launched in December. So
December.
yeah, so that's another reason that it's so good to get in early on that one.
Can you see what the products are before you get in?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We can get you a link or something like that so you can look at it. The like right now they don't have too much. They have D3, vitamin D3. They've got multivitamins for men and women. They've got
the super greens and super red.
The greens and the reds. They've got some CBD oils. Yeah, a couple things.
Protein powder.
Protein powder. Yeah.
Magnesium.
Magnesium.
And a couple other things. There's a couple of skin care products.
Yeah.
And
there's something for inflammation that a lot of people may be interested in, but right now they seem to be out of it. So I'm really curious about that. And also, I just want to say, I have been taking CBD oil for quite some time, and I pay a heck of a lot more than what they're charging.
A lot more.
But I don't know a whole lot about the products. Does anybody there who knows more can attest as to the quality? I remember on Facebook, Ryan, somebody said to you, yeah, they're inexpensive because they use synthetics or something. And do you remember that post?
Yeah, I remember the guy. So the guy's he sells. he sells his own products. That's why he was trying
Yeah.
to slam somebody.
So, yeah, but does anybody, yes, that usually is what happens. But does anybody really know much about the products?
They do. So a couple of things I do know, and Tina can maybe even add to this, is they do independently test and check all of their products. They do go through they have high standards, and they do use, from what I understand, all natural products.
Mhm.
But I don't. You guys,
There's a couple. He is a biologist, not a biologist. He's a pharmaceutical guy, and his wife is a holistic type person, and they're always present and on all of the Zooms and stuff, and they'll answer all your questions.
they're the ones that create them.
And,
Just so you know,
Mhm.
Shirley.
But they do go through all of the safety and regulation, but there's stuff on the website that if you get a link from, your upline, there's all kinds of stuff on the website, and you can read it before you decide to try it or just get in on the matrix. But they also they're coming out with, they've got an organic weight loss coffee with mushrooms and stuff. The organic coffees, it's actually pretty good. I ordered it. I didn't had never tried it before, but it really gets you going in the mornings and stuff. It's great. And then they've got coming out with a weight loss patch and another type of a patch for something, and collagen. They're coming out with a collagen product. But like you said, surely the cost of the CBD is like $18 versus what you'd pay $69 or something for elsewhere.
Yeah,
So
I've
that's
been
just a
paying,
sample
yes, a lot
of
more.
them. But you can go in and read they've got the labels and everything, and they've got all of the different places that they're approved by and everything. And I can't explain it very good, but we can sure send you something, or your sponsor can send you the link where you can go in and look.
The couple that do because they do weekly presentations on the products also, that couple, I could probably find their YouTube link and share that with you.
Oh, great.
They will talk about the CBD oil, and they will probably compare it to competitors also. So because they've talked about every one of their products, so I'm sure they talked about that one already. Ryan and
That would be great.
Lisa or something.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Can't remember the last name offhand, but you'll get that to her, Ryan.
Yeah, I'll get that to you, Shirley.
I have a question about Daisy.
Yeah.
So I log on to Daisy Global, and I find it very difficult to get to the right freaking website. But the last time I went in there, it asked me to put in my passwords in the Daisy website for my wallet. And so I just didn't, because I'm like, this doesn't sound right to me, because my wallet was open. It should have just linked up, right?
Yeah, something sounds odd there. Maybe you'll have to show that to me if you see that again, because I've only ever, like when you go to daisy.global, on that page, it does, if you are not logged into your TronLink wallet, it will say, please log in.
Yes.
Then you have to actually reload the page, and then it'll come up and it'll go in.
Oh, okay. So I did not try to reload the page. I just went, this doesn't seem right to me. I'm just gonna not do it.
Yeah. Okay. So that's probably what it was. Yeah. Just reload the page, and then it'll just take you straight in. Once you're logged into TronLink.
Okay. So do you have any other upcoming opportunities that you're investigating now, or?
There's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple we're looking at. So I won't say too terribly much about them, but we're setting up some meetings here in the next couple weeks for both of them. And that's going to be, that's going to be meetings of, whether it's myself or a couple of the other leaders to find out more before we necessarily say yes or no. So.
Right. Right.
Yeah, we're probably going to go a little bit more into a build mode here now that we have the 4 rolled out. And then if we get more rolled out, in the next month or so, awesome. But, we're really going to do more of a shift. We're not going to be doing these weekly opportunity calls or anything like that. They're going to be far and few between going forward. And then it's just going to be all about building and maybe doing specific calls for specific opportunities, right? If we find that everybody jumps into Live Good, then maybe we're going to start doing Live Good presentations all the time every week. Or if we find that everybody jumps into Verse, maybe we're going to just start doing weekly Verse presentations, right? And really focus on building our teams.
Right.
And that worked really well with CFX.
Exactly. We got a bunch of people that want to build. So, and there's a lot of people that wanted to build in CFX that just couldn't because we were shut down for so long. So people have been dying for this. People have I think we're all excited to actually get going on something.
And the HB Naturals, that appeals to me less to actually really go to truly build, because I'm just worn out from the product stuff. However, I do like the products. And so I have been telling people about that, because you always want to bless people with things that help you, and that I just wanted to mention this, and it's not completely gone, but I have like some rosacea, spotty places on my face. And I really think that black seed oil and then the fulvic acid too that I take has really helped me. I just wanted to throw that out there. I think especially those 2 products are just pretty incredible. And so the reason I even went there was for my own personal health mainly, but then I can't help it. I can't keep my mouth shut when something helps me, and I keep going with it. But yeah,
and you just nailed it. And that's why I think that one is actually going to be fairly easy to build for, especially people that might have some health issues of any sort, no matter what it is. Because like I said, you take a couple products and they make a difference. And like I say, the testimonials I've read are mind blowing, a lot of them. So if they have those type of effect on yourself and you start sharing that story, I remember, I'll give the example of Enagic, these water machine, the water ionizer. Most people might not know about that one here, but it got me off of my gout medication, and I've been taking gout medication every day for years and years and years. And it got me off high blood pressure medication too. You know what I mean? Like, you start telling people that, and the next thing you know, it resonates with them and they're like, oh, I'm on that medication too. I'd love to get off of it. Right. And it's amazing how easy it becomes to share. It becomes so easy to share when you have results. Right. So
yeah,
that's why I love those types of products.
And I love that water. I mean, I know this is not a seminar for that, but
yeah,
I can't stand to have that. If I have to send it off and get it, I can't stand to be away from it, because I just know how good it is for me. So
that was the one thing I hated about the Thailand trip, 6 weeks about it.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
My guts, everything were in bad shape when I got home. It took me another month of being on the water before it all kind of went back to normal.
Yeah. No, I get it.
As everybody sips their water.
Yeah. Right there.
Got mine over there.
It doesn't look like water to me.
It's water with stuff in it, for sure.
Healthy stuff, yeah.
Beet juice is what it is.
Oh,
Oh, really?
That's it's the water with super beets.
Uh-huh.
It tastes delicious. My naturopath cannot believe the improvement in my she does live blood. She said she's never seen this before, and she's in her 70s.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm like, I don't know. It tastes good.
Wow, that's good to know. I want to know about that.
Yeah, I was going to look up the super reds and what they have. The super beets and stuff are all in that product. So I was gonna look.
Yeah, and coupled with the water, it just drives it in even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, Tina and Ryan and I used to do tons of webinars and seminars on that stuff.
Yeah. Probably still have some of those recordings, don't you, Becky?
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. It's so much more fun being a part of a team. You
It
know,
is.
like this, and this is like a team that's even more all encompassing, and I love that, and it just that energy and synergy, especially I'm feeling in this team more than ever. I really that'll take you far.
Yeah.
Brian, I have a question.
Yeah.
So when you say that we have to follow like this, the CFX sign up, like who's above us, is everybody in this group that we're a part of? Like,
No,
do we-
Just give names. Just give names.
So it's kind of because I announced FMA in the CFX group and
oh,
people were joining. I didn't want people to think that they were joining under me. And that was kind of part of the problem, you know, that they were like, oh, well, Ryan did that post, so I guess I'm now under Ryan. No. Whoever was your sponsor is still your sponsor. But there's going to be a lot of, you know, especially in your case, you know,
Yeah,
we
there's
have
not-
Rob and Robin, and then you guys. It's like, well, Rob and Robin are going to be into one, you know.
I don't think our uplines from there are even in.
I don't think like Danny Malin's not in, is he? Or
Yeah,
Connie?
Danny's in, and so is Rob.
Is Connie and Barry?
Connie and Barry haven't, though. That's the only two that are missing.
All of a sudden you
Okay.
skip one, right?
Yeah, so we're still trying to get a hold of them and get confirmation if they're gonna get
I've
on
seen
board
her
or not.
on Facebook, and she is so busy with
Yeah.
that. She's part of the city of Okotoks now. Like she
Program,
organized a
huh?
parade for
Yeah.
Pete's sake. Like that's
Yeah,
what she's
an
doing, right?
Event organizer.
So-
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Good
Yeah,
for her.
we've been directed to Barry. But he's a
Okay,
little-
yeah, I think Connie's really busy.
She threw it over the fence.
I'm sure he appreciated that.
Okay, well, we'll get a hold of you on the side to figure out who's,
We can just get a hold of
yeah. We'll
those
figure
three
it out.
ourselves. Even just ask her, you guys doing this or you're not? Like,
yeah. I think Danny has interest in. He had mentioned interest in Daisy, and he probably would have interest in Verse also. And then I know Rob at one point he said that he had some interest in HB Naturals because it was kind of synergistic with his yoga stuff. So
Rob just told me I talked to him Tuesday afternoon. I talked to Rob, and it's just worked out that he's had a standing yoga thing the
Yeah.
same on every Tuesday night. So he hasn't been to a single meeting, but he says I think next week's his last, or no, next week's his first Tuesday where he doesn't have that going on for a little bit because he's booked it off for a holidays going on. So
okay.
that's why he hasn't been in this.
And I keep in touch with him a little bit too. So
He's been watching the recordings though. So.
yeah.
I'm thinking maybe he might not be interested in HB Naturals. I'm not sure.
No, he might not be anymore.
I can't remember. I'm thinking, but we need to verify that.
He did mention at one time that it would be a good fit if somebody on his team was looking at it, but I don't know if that changes if somebody on his team isn't. So
Right.
I got the super reds to pull up on Live Good, the member price for those, and it's a powder.
Yeah.
It's a powder type thing, and I think it's 30 servings, but for a month supply it's $18. So, but anyhow, it has all of those and the super beats, and
Yeah.
it's a really high quality
I have to
product.
compare it to ours through Nature's Sunshine, just because our live blood analysis lady has been right to the factory and it's all natural. It's all very high quality, but it's, I think for a box, it's like almost $35.
So double.
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
But yeah, it'd be great to compare the ingredients for sure, because it used to be Rejuvenate, so it really helps with the red blood cells and
Right.
just blood. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely have to look at that and compare what's in it.
mhm. And we can get you a link to that website too, so you can see it.
She
That'd
just
be
told us
great.
last time we were there, a week ago, people that have been taking the super beats are
Mhm.
almost all of them, after they've been on it for about a month, are all sleeping better.
Oh, really?
I don't know why, but she says it's a side effect. People are sleeping that
Sleeping, yeah.
never sleep. So
No, where do you get that again?
Well, we,
I need an IV of that. I need
we'll-
just to have an
yeah,
IV.
we, I have a link through Nature's Sunshine. She just says, go on yourself and get the deals. So Nature's
it'd be
Sunshine.
really interesting to
Yeah.
see if
And they give all the
HB has the same
ingredients.
quality though.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's half
Or-
the
Well,
price.
that